What is up, guys? Ian here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I'm taking your mindset from a place of lack to a place of abundance. You ever heard of the thing called a border bully? Well, if you haven't, you probably have a lot in your life that you're just not aware of. Mainly because, the people in your life want you to stay like you are. And I always tell people, I'm like, when you grow and when you begin to do great things, it's not like your friends leave you. Your friends just don't keep up. And I mean, that's so true in a lot of areas in our lives. Is we have friends for certain situations, friends for certain times of our life, and if they're not meant to stay, they don't stay. But the fact of the matter is that I want to talk about the concept of a border bully. Now, whenever you try to do something great, there's a lot of resistance, and obviously you need resistance because resistance builds you stronger. You need to go through hardships to know what it's like to persevere and eventually win. But as you're going through that, it's very difficult, and it's typically it typically happens in the least anticipated way. I'm saying, your biggest bullies are probably, your family members, your best friends, your coworkers, your bosses. They're going to be the people that, resist you the hardest. And it's one of those things where it's you need that in your life, obviously, but you have to, find a way to push through. My situation is, I've built a relationship with a multi-millionaire, and I've also built a relationship with great individuals who are also building great things. And it's come to the point where I stopped listening to other people's opinions. I stopped taking input from people that I haven't built a relationship or even built trust with. Therefore, I only take influence and perspective from my mentors and people that I've let in that can speak in my life. Everybody else, I don't necessarily listen to them. If they're just on the street, trying to tell me how I should live my life, I won't listen to that person. And that's what I call a border bully. Someone who is resisting, who you are and where you're going. And like I said, you'll have many, many, many border bullies in your life, and you can't run away from it because you have to go through it, because resistance builds you stronger. But the hardest thing is when it's a very close friend or when it's a very close family member, not letting you change, not letting you, persevere to that higher self. It's not letting you, unravel yourself and grow into new heights. And there's an explanation for this. You have to realize that when you grow, you're not only expanding your comfort zone, but you're expanding all the people that you're surrounding yourself with comfort zones. So when you start to do great things, that makes the other person feel like they're not doing anything, they're not contributing. And it's not necessarily, the word offensive is not the word. But the idea of it is it's making this person uncomfortable because they are not changed by the change that goes within them, but they're being changed by the environment that you are changing. And that's very uncomfortable. Like I said, it does not feel good towards people, but it needs to happen. It's a process of life. It's a process of relationship. And the thing is if that person isn't willing to grow and willing to keep up, then they fade away. They go do their own thing. But it might be very hectic for a little while. And I myself have gone through it many times. My parents did not support what it is that I did. And as a few circumstances came up, boiled to the top, I made a decision, a very analytical, very thought out decision, and it created a lot of frustration. But now, looking back at it, you know, my parents respect me. My parents respect the decisions that I made because they know how invested I am in what it is that I'm doing. They know how invested I am in my growth. And when other people don't realize that, it's very frustrating, but in the long term, they can always realize what had happened. They can always look back and be like, oh, that's why he did that. Oh, that's why that happened. You ever heard that quote? It's like you can't align the stars until you're looking back. And that's just kind of how border bullies, you know, work off of. They're totally in the moment. They're totally based off of emotions and stuff. And when you start to expand yourself, like that hits every trigger point they have, and it gets very, you know, very crazy. But the thing is, we all need it. We all need border bullies. We all need this so we can get stronger. The whole purpose of everything is to get stronger. And if you don't get on the half that is getting stronger, then you'll be on the half that's getting weaker. So I'm just trying to be an example of what it looks like to get stronger. I'm trying to do what I think is best. I think I'm trying to expand myself to the best possible me. And if the people who are my friends in, you know, association now don't support that, then we'll see where we'll be in 5 years. So have that long-term mindset, right? Well, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. But other than that, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you later. Namaste.